In here.
I'm just off to Larry's. I think I need a new piston ring. Oh, that's nice. And your mother would approve. More than that, anyway.
Oh, it's still manga, though. Look, you're not going to be late, are you?
Ah, depends how long it takes.
Only I was thinking of cooking us something decent for a change. I'm fed up with beans and pizza and frozen pies.
Suits me, son.
Yeah, well, don't be late, eh? 6:30 at the latest.
I look forward to it. See you, lad.
Why don't you wait till you can get a flight?
I want to go today.
But you don't have to. There's no deadline to all this. Just wait a few more days.
Max, I'm going today.
This is ridiculous. How could you possibly take a child this age all the way to France by car without anyone to help?
Thomas is old enough to help now.
That's nonsense. Thomas gets bored witness in the car after half an hour, and you know it.
Max, we'll manage.
For God's sake, see sense, will you? The journey will take the best part of 24 hours. What if Alice gets sick?
We'll have plenty of stops. She'll be fine.
I am not letting you upset the children like this.
Do you know what upsets the children? This. Us. And in case you haven't noticed, it really upsets me too.
So you're abandoning me?
I'm sorry.
What's it going to look like? The accusations hanging over me with you running off to France.
I don't care what other people think. I'm going, and I'm not coming back till after the verdict.
I did them cupboards yesterday.
I just thought I'd give them a going over. They're a bit mucky. Maybe you should get Ron to do more.
Well, you can't exactly help at the moment, can he? I'm going back to the shop.
Do you have to?
Well, Ron might ring there.
Bev, it's Good Friday.
Well, I'm on the other side, aren't I?
Doesn't matter what side you're on. It's a holy day, just about the most important one of the year.
Jackie's open today.
Is she?
I don't see what's wrong with it.
Actually, I was going to ask you to come with me to the Passion.
Is that a new club?
The Passion service at the church. I thought we might say a prayer for our Michael.
Mike's in my thoughts every day. And I'm sorry, but I don't need to go to church for him. I'd be better working and being by the phone.
All right, son, just going for a jog, eh?
Yeah.
It's going to take me all summer to get this garden straight. I wish you girls had made some effort to keep it tidy.
It's not that bad.
Oh, come on, look at it. It's going to rack and ruin.
Hey, Bing! All right, mate, what are you up to?
I'm installing a sprinkler system under the lawn. If we get another heat wave like last summer, I shall be prepared. Green grass at the flick of a switch.
Oh, nice one. Stop you getting rumbled by the waterboard snoopers, eh?
Well, it's only a precaution, really. I mean, probably won't get a heat wave. Katie, please, mind where you're standing.
Okay, I'll finish now.
Hey, Katie, are we going out with Terry tonight or not?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Will you do a favour for us and babysit? We're going out in about an hour. I'll pay you, like.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh, nice one. Just call around when you're ready.
Okay, see you later.
I'm off for a jog. You coming?
No, I've still got the lawn to mow yet, mate.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye, Mick.
Hi, Dad.
All right, Pat.
Hi.
So your dad's worked out a new way of watering the garden without leaving his armchair.
Yes, it's a sprinkler system.
Oh, our lawn could really have done with one of those last summer. Are they easy to install?
Well,
Well, if you've got all the stuff, I wouldn't mind fitting it for you, you know. Tell you what, I could put a few nice plants in as well. I'll give you a good rate.
Well, I'm going to be on holiday for a bit, so perhaps Dad could sort something out for me while I'm away.
Well, suit yourself, Trish.
So, you're still set on going today, are you?
The children will be better off the way things are at the moment. The strain's really beginning to tell on them, Dad, especially Thomas.
Will they really be any better off over there?
I thought you were in favour of me going.
Yes, but from what I can glean, the place is some sort of commune. And this friend of your mother's, we don't really know what sort of person she is, do we? Do you really want to expose the children to someone like that?
Dad, I hardly think I'm going to find myself in the midst of a gang of militant lesbians all wearing dungarees and eating brown rice.
But you don't know, do you?
I shouldn't worry about Mum, Dad. She's just getting something out of her system.
I wish she'd hurry up and get on with it. I do miss her, you know.
Well, I'll be able to tell her that when I see her, won't I? You will come and wave us goodbye, won't you?
Yes, of course.
Hello? All right, Evo. No, I'm not doing anything.
Why do you fancy doing something later?
So, what are you doing here on a Good Friday? Such a mortal sin.
Well, I do need a new pair of tights, and you are handy.
Well, make sure you tell Father Bunloaf back in Bolton. Must be worth a couple of Hail Marys, that, buying tights on a Good Friday.
Thank God you're open. I forgot to get the kids any Easter eggs. Have you still got any left?
Yeah, Pat, we've got plenty. Take your pick. Oh, and a chance to win 50 quid as well.
Oh, hi, Dee Dee.
Hi.
I'm sorry to hear about Mike.
I still can't believe it's really happened.
Have you heard any more? Has Ron been in touch?
Not for a few days now.
We're hoping that him and Jimmy Corkle will have fixed them up with lawyers by now. With a bit of luck, they'll all be coming home together.
Yeah, let's hope so. Right, well, can I have... I'll have... one of those.
Oh, you can't? Why? Well, because you'll ruin my display. And you know the expression, for display purposes only.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, I'll have a couple of those. Going away for Easter, but the kids will insist on their eggs.
Right, that's £5.98, please, Pat.
Going anywhere nice?
Yeah, going to see my mum in France.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, well, don't you be worrying.
Look after your housemaid if you want.
No, that's all right. Max will be there. He can't get away from the restaurant. It's too busy, so just me and the children. All right, then. I'll see you.
See ya. Have a good one.
Bye.
Mum, Bev, my dad's just rang the salon. He's going to ring the house in 10 minutes.
What's going on like
It was a bad line. I could hardly hear him.
Oh, why hasn't he rang here?
He thought he'd be closed with it being Good Friday.
Even my heathen husband's got principles. Right, well, I'll go back and wait for his phone call.
I don't think so. I'll go. You stay here.
What about the shop?
Just close it. Hurry up, will you? You're
I
going to
haven't
miss
got
it.
time to shut the shop, Dee Dee. Will you keep an eye on it for me?
I've got appointments booked till 5:30, Mum. I can't. I'm sorry.
God help me.
The pan? Did you leave this on in here? You're gonna have the house on fire. Get the cooker going. Where's your dad?
He's out. Oh, what are we going to do for the tea now?
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to go to the chippy, doesn't it?
Well, I can't. It was supposed to be special.
Well, sadly, a Gary Rhodes masterpiece, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I was cooking it special for my mum and dad. I was trying to get them to sit down and talk to each other.
Oh, well, nice idea, mate, but, well...
It's knackered.
Oh, look.
How could I have done that? Of all the times.
Look, I tell you what, don't worry about it. Have you got any mince left?
A bit, yeah, in the fridge.
Yeah, well, leave it to me. The Galloping Gourmet's here.
Dad, would you open the car door for me and put the seat back, please?
Please come inside. I mean, let's not discuss this out in the street, eh?
Max, I think we've discussed it quite enough as it is, don't you?
Look, you can see that she's going to get upset.
Mummy, I forgot my Easter egg.
Well, we'll buy you another one on the way there. Yeah, go and sit in the front seat. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Don. Drive carefully, won't you? Bye, Thomas.
Bye.
Bye, Alice. Let me have a go.
No, I can manage.
What's wrong, Mummy?
I don't believe this.
You probably flooded it, Patsy. Let me see what I can do.
Thomas, back in the house. Come.
Oh, no.
Get back in the house. Dad, could you get Alice for me? Have you sabotaged this car?
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, don't just stand there. Would you fix it?
Well, it's obviously not going now. Shall I get the rest of the stuff out of the car?
No, Max, I don't care what it takes. I'm leaving today. Thomas, come on.
Have you chopped them mushrooms yet?
Mum usually fries them first.
Hey, listen. I was called in as the expert, and I don't fry them, so you'll do it my way, all right? Now, you're watching closely.
You don't mind doing this, do you?
No, of course I don't. Anything as long as it gets your mum and dad back together, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, it's a pity we didn't have half a dozen oysters to throw in, isn't it?
Eh?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
It's me dad.
Right, I'm getting out of here. Listen, don't worry, your secret is safe with me. The Galloping Gourmet has got a gallop. See you later.
Not much chance on a Good Friday, Max.
Well, I wouldn't want it breaking down in the middle of France.
Is it fixed yet?
We're just going through everything methodically, dear.
Well, how long is it going to take? I mean, it's a 5-hour drive to Dover.
Going to France, eh? Nice one.
Car trouble?
Why aren't you taking the posh car, Max?
Well,
Actually, it's just me and the kids. We're going to stay with an old friend of my mum's.
Oh, you not going, Max?
pressures of work. Can't prize myself away.
Look, mate, we better get off if we're going out. See you later. Yeah, I better be getting off myself. Listen, if you need any help, just give us a shout, all right?
Thanks, Eddie. I'll do that.
Well, that was a nice little performance for the neighbours, wasn't it?
I'll be inside.
Can't you talk her out of going?
Max, I tried earlier. I mean, it is a ridiculously long journey with 2 young children.
I just wish she'd stay till after the court case.
I take it you have asked her.
Yeah, but she thinks I'm trying to use it as part of my defence, when all I want is for her to sit there and listen to the cold, clinical facts. I'm innocent, David.
Well, obviously, Patricia doesn't think so.
If I wasn't innocent, then I'd welcome her going to France. But as it is, I just want her here, even if she doesn't go to the court case. I don't want to lose her over something I never did. And I swear to you, David, I didn't do it.
Will that do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Smells lovely, that's all. I'm starving. How long will it be?
Well, you've got time to go and get a bath.
You what?
Well, I'm not going to the trouble of making us some decent food if you're going to sit there like some meth. Go on.
That was a long call. What did he say?
I didn't speak to him.
Why? What happened?
Well, I got through, but the line was all crackly. I waited for him to ring back, but he must have given up. It's late there now, isn't it? Probably try again tomorrow.
But at least I can get out of here.
But I don't think you're going to get excommunicated for working in a corner shop on Good Friday.
I miss the passion. It's been years since I've missed that.
Does that mean you'll get a telling off from Tom the Woolly back?
What?
So it is Father Tom Bunloaf, isn't it? He rang the house about 10 minutes ago.
Tom's not the parish priest. That's Father Dickinson.
Oh, right. Smooth Tom.
He's just a friend.
Oh, and a big fan of glossy tights as well, I bet.
He's just a friend, nothing more.
I'm sure he is. Anyway, I want you to ring him back as soon as possible. Something about taking you for tea tomorrow night.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Hang on. Wait a minute, where's me egg?
I've sold them. I mightn't agree with opening today, but at least I've made some money to help our Mike.
It's gone. Me 50 quid egg is gone.
So there was a £50 note in one of them?
Yes, the bloomin' well was. Now who bought it?
Well, I'm not sure there's been that many people in.
Was it anyone we know?
Well, I'm not sure. I think Mick Johnson had a couple, but I couldn't swear to it.
You're doing this to annoy me, aren't you?
Don't you think I've committed enough sins for one Good Friday without conning the customers?
I thought we were having a few bevies in town. I didn't reckon on us coming to a casino.
Didn't know they open these places till late anyway.
Hey, come on, just relax, you two.
Hey, are we in the right gear and are we all right?
Of course you are, it's all right. I don't have to be a member. It's all right, I'm just signed you in.
Well, it's James Bond here.
Listen, Tess, I've only got about £20.
Yeah, and I'm not flush either.
It's all right, don't worry about it. It's my seat. I've got 25 quid each for you. Now, look, as long as you know how much you can afford to lose, then it's no problem. I usually call him once a week, all right? So here you go.
Oh, okay, are you sure about this then?
Yeah, it's all right. If you double your money, then you can pay me back.
Hey, don't let it go to your head.
Oh, come on, just enjoy yourselves, you two. Yeah, I'll show you around.
Hey, did you know Flash Harry was into all this?
Hey, it's news to me. I'd have been happy with a few bevies at La Louth. Hope it's ready, son. I'm starving.
Just about, yeah.
Can't wait. That garlic smells Oh. All right, Rose.
Hey,
You never said your mum was coming, son.
I invited her. Look, I've done all the work. All you need to do is serve it up.
what about you, love?
I'm going to multiplex with some of the lads from school.
What? You can have some of this before you go, son.
I'm all right. I just want you two to sit down and sort yourselves out. See it.
Now,
Oh, there you go. You're playing with him?
Just for a little bit, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it's Katie.
It's Jackie.
Oh, yeah. Pink said you were babysitting, so I thought I'd come round and watch some telly with you.
Oh, yeah, right.
You okay?
Yeah? Well, sort of. It's just that I've just had a look in Mick's fridge and I was tempted.
What, are you gonna have a binge? Well, what brought that on? Are you feeling a bit down?
A bit. But the thing is, I didn't do it, did I? That's good, isn't it?
Well, have you got to write it down even though you were only tempted?
I have to write everything down.
I was gonna open this. Do you mind?
And as long as I can have a bit. Oh, Leo must have forgotten his key.
Hiya, is Mick in?
No, me and Jackie are babysitting.
You'll do.
Where'd you get that egg?
From your shop, why?
Did you get any others?
No, I'll give you a bit if you want. Just give us a chance to open it.
No, I just want to check him, that's all.
For?
Oh, it's just some of the customers. They've been complaining that the eggs have been smashed, and I know Mick bought some, and I wouldn't want little Gemma getting disappointed, would I? All part of me customer care. Do you know where they are?
Yeah, they're over there.
Well, this one's definitely okay.
So are these. You don't know anyone else who's bought any, do you?
No, I don't. What about you, Katie?
Not me.
Anyway, it's a bit late now, isn't it? You'll get all your angry customers next week when Easter's over.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, see you, Bev. Yeah.
Yeah, just a small bit.
You gonna write this down on your chart?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Are you still going to see that Mark guy?
Yeah, I won't be carrying on like a kid with a crush this time.
And we're doing a Lee Banks thing.
Too right. No, I've decided I'm not going to get dependent on him. He reckons that's partly what's at the bottom of all this binge eating. Do you think I can be too dependent on people?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, when you were sick, you wouldn't let me or Rachel come anywhere near you. You just went off into a little corner.
Yeah, but I think he's right. I should try and stand up for myself a bit more.
Good. But just don't forget your mates, will you? If he needs any help.
I had no idea what Ali was up to, you know.
I think he's on a bit of a mission.
Yeah. He's been caught in the middle of it all, hasn't he? I feel dead guilty about that. I don't blame him for telling us to sort ourselves out.
No.
How did we come to this, eh? Me and Sarah, you and the gambling. What happened to us?
Well, the more I think about it, the more I think I pushed you into it. I mean, the money, gambling, how we were after me operation last year.
I was a bloody fool. I just got carried away with myself. Forgot about all my responsibilities to you, to Ali. I was a fool. I shouldn't have done what I did.
Has Sarah been in touch at all?
No. Nothing.
So, what happens next?
I don't know, love.
I hate living like this. Look, I don't know if it's too soon, but what if I came back? See how it went.
I know it'd make Ali a lot happier.
No, just forget Ali for a minute. What do you want?
I couldn't stand us going through all that business about the gambling again.
No, I've told you. I haven't gambled in weeks.
Is that the truth?
Mo watches me like a hawk.
I'll do anything I can to help, as long as you're determined to kick it, you know that. And that business with Sarah, I wouldn't do anything like that again. Never. I was stupid.
I know that. So, why don't we take it from there, eh? I'll move back in here tonight, if that's all right.
I'd like that, yeah.
Bet Ollie'll be made up.
Hey.
What?
Thought we said no more betting.
Sorry.
Nine.
Yes!
Hey, how are you getting on?
Look at that, 500 quid.
Oh, you jammy sir, I've just blown a nut.
Place your bets, please.
I'm following this fella here, move for move. Now, he keeps doubling his money by putting it on the red, so I reckon he's got a system.
Oh, there's no system. It's just down to luck.
Look at his ear.
What?
It might look like a hearing aid, but I reckon it's a transmitter of some sort, and he's getting information and it's telling him what to do.
Who's James Bond now, eh?
Yeah, you may scoff, mate, but I'm sticking with him and I'm going for the grand.
Sim, just quit while you're ahead, will you?
No, there's no system, you know, Sim, lad.
Do you two want your money back? Look, when I win, I'll split it with you, and I promise I'll stop at the 1,000, OK?
Sim, you can't carry on winning like that. It doesn't make sense. It's next bound to change.
Hey, look, why don't you bet against him? When he puts his on the red, why don't you put your 500 quid on the black?
Sim, you've got your 500 there.
Yeah, but I could have 1,000.
Hey, look, here it is. He's coming back.
Look, why don't I just stick with him?
Yeah, go on, bet against him. Where's your bottle? Go on, go for it.
It's an R500. It was nice knowing you.
Place your bets.
OK, look.
No more bets. No more bets. $16 red.
I don't believe it. I've just thrown 500 quid down the drain. Thank you.
Place your bets, please.
Oh, come on, Dad.
Mummy, when are we going?
I don't know, Thomas. Soon.
Why not leave it till tomorrow?
Mum's expecting us.
You only need to ring her. Look, the roads, they'll be busy tomorrow. They'll be busy all weekend with the bank holiday. Why don't you wait till the end of the week?
Oh, I don't know.
What if I'm found not guilty? Then we can all wait and then go to France together.
Right, all done. Good as new.
David,
Thanks.
will you please tell Patricia it's ludicrous to even think about driving through the night?
Well, actually, I agree. I mean, it's a hell of a long way with two kiddies. Patsy, why not just cancel it for the moment, eh?
No, I'm going.
Patricia, please. Look, give me those
Max!
keys. I forbid you to go.
You forbid me? Thomas, come on, we're going. Get your bag. Good lad.
Patricia, this is madness. There's no need to go.
Goodbye, Max. Thomas, out of the... Thomas, quickly! Into the car. Get my coat.
Beverly, can I help you?
What
thought you said Max wasn't coming away.
He hasn't. Why?
Well, I've knocked twice today and there's been no answer, but Scar's still here.
Ah. Well, he's probably just walked over to work.
It's just, I haven't heard from Ron since Friday, and I thought there might be a fax off him.
Oh, I see. Well, why not pop over a bit later?
I'm really worried, Dave. It's not like Ron not to keep in touch, and you promised. Well, he rang the other day, but the line was that bad, I could hardly hear a word he said.
Right, well, let's ring again, just in case.
You must have a key, Dave. I wouldn't ask, like, but I am really worried about him.
Ah. Oh, all right. Don't suppose you'd mind us checking. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've come to see if there's any faxes from Ron.
Why aren't you at work? Didn't feel like going in.
Oh my God, there's loads of them.
Max, are you feeling all right?
No, I'm not actually.
Why didn't you tell me about these? There's one Ron sent on Saturday, you didn't even bring it round.
Sorry.
And there's all sorts here, you know, some from your own restaurant.
Well, what does Ron say? Some good news, I hope?
Well, I don't know, I can't read half of it. Oh my God. They're coming home today. They're on the plane now. Why didn't you tell me about this?
What the hell's the matter with you, man?
Dee Dee, up here. They're coming home today. They're on the plane now.
Mike and Lindsay with them.
I don't know, I can't read it. It's all smudgy. Max Farnham's been sitting on this since Saturday. He couldn't care less what happened to Mike.
God. It says something about being ill, but I can't make it out.
Oh, no, not Ron. Oh, I knew it'd be too much for him. What am I going to do?
If he'd been serious, he would have rung you.
Yeah, but he did ring, didn't he? It was a bad line. What happens if he's had another heart attack up in the air?
Go and get Jackie Corkill and tell our Jackie we need a lift to the airport.
Right, well, I'll ring the hospital, get an ambulance to meet him there.
No, it's all right. I'll ring the doctor and tell him what's happened. Our Mike will need a check-up as well.
Look, they're going to land in an hour and a half. Well, hang on. Why don't you contact Jackie and the Corkills and I'll ring the doctor?
Bev, I've known Dr. Cook for years.
Yeah, but it's me that's been going to him every week with Ron, isn't it? So I'll ring.
Well, whatever you want. Let's just going to move on, Harry.
These are all from your chef and from your restaurant stuff. Some of them go back to Saturday night. Ah, they'll cope. You're revelling in this, aren't you? You're just wallowing in self-pity.
If I'm wallowing in anything, it's frustration. I feel like I'm banging my head against a brick wall. I haven't done anything that I've been charged with. And nobody will believe me, not even my own wife.
Max, you lied to her and you went behind her back to Suzanne.
Look, only because I thought I could clear up a misunderstanding. I tried to tell Patricia, but I couldn't. I made a mess of it. I'm going to lose everything over something I didn't do.
Why on earth didn't you tell her as soon as it happened? She could have helped you get out of trouble.
Because I thought she... I knew she wouldn't believe me. Neither do you? No, you don't, do you? Because Patricia's poisoned your mind against me.
Oh, no, she hasn't.
You never asked me, did you? Never asked me about it. I could have given you chapter and verse, but you never asked me. You never even asked me.
Well, then perhaps you better tell me now. But before you do, I suggest you get these faxes sorted out. And for heaven's sake, get shaved and dressed.
You really sure about this, Rose? Isn't it a bit soon for you two to be trying again?
Well, it would have been a lot longer if Ali hadn't made us sit down together. Oh, to be honest, I think we were both looking for a chance to get together. Lee gave it to us.
Shouldn't we have just talked instead of moving back in straight away?
Oh, it was worth it to see the look on Ollie's face.
I'm being serious. After everything that's gone on, I don't know how you can just, start again.
You mean Eddie and Sarah?
I can't forgive him, Rose. I've known Eddie as long as you have, and I still can't believe what he did. His own daughter-in-law, young enough to be his daughter.
I'm as much to blame as he is.
Oh, come on, Rose.
No, I didn't let him near me for months and months. Then I blew all the lottery money and I got into the bingo and that. I can understand why he did it. And it did only happen once.
Oh, so he says. So that's it then. You and him are properly back together.
Well, separate rooms, like, but We'll just have to see how it goes.
Are you sure, Rose?
Look, I want it to work, and I know Eddie does too. Well, why else would I be doing this, lot?
Left it in a bit of a state, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, it'd be like a new pin in a few days. Then Eddie's gonna decorate right through. Oh, I just want to clean away everything that's happened in the past year.
Plane's due in from London in about 15 minutes.
I should have gone with an ambulance.
What if he can't walk? I'll get him one if he needs it.
I've spoken to the doctor and go straight to the surgery from here for a checkup.
I'll never forgive myself if something's happened to him. Don't worry. Jimmy will be looking after him. Try and be positive.
Maybe Mike and Lindsay will be with them.
What if he's not even on the plane? What if he was too ill to catch him?
Don't torture yourself.
I'm scared.
What are these? They haven't even been opened.
It's just rubbish. Don't
Well,
even know
where
why
are
I've
they
kept
from?
them. Just some insurance company. Gotta be ruthless if you're gonna tidy up properly.
God, where is he?
Do you think they'll bring him through another way? Everyone's not so good. Look, give it a few more minutes and then I'll go and see if I can find out what's going on.
There they are.
Ron! Oh, I thought you were ill. I was worried sick.
No, I'm fine, love, I'm fine.
Jimmy, what's up with you?
Bangkok belly. Could have snuffed it out there.
What about old Michael? Where's Lindsay?
I'm sorry, love, we just didn't get that far. It's all red tape and that over there.
And that Thai food, you wouldn't believe the crap they eat out there.
Well, what's happening, Jimmy? What about the lawyers and everything? When are they up in court?
Yeah, well, let's just get on first, eh?
I can't, I'll have to go again.
Hey?
To the bog.
Thank God you're okay.
Katie, you're in. Where is she, Lou? Kate? Katie?
Come on. Let's see if we can find your Auntie Katie, eh?
Sammy, what are you doing coming in here?
Hey, Big Mick Johnson. What are you doing here? Where's Katie?
I live here now. Don't you know she's moved?
Moved? What? Where? I didn't know anything about a move.
It's only next door, no props.
Hey, it is good to see you, know me. Oh,
Hey,
oh, sorry.
look, your eyes.
Yeah, I'm fine. Where did you say our Casey was?
Oh, she's lodging next door with Mr. Crosby in the bungalow. Remember David Crosby, don't you? So didn't you know Katie was living there?
I'm not sure. It's, I haven't seen her for yonks. Sit down, Lou. There's a good girl.
Listen, do you want a coffee?
No. No, I don't want a coffee. Can I have a glass of water, please, Mick?
Yeah, of course you can.
So you live here now? In our house?
Yeah, that's right. I share the place with Sinbad. You remember Sinbad, the window cleaner, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Sinbad. Well, I thought he was in prison. Didn't he murder some fella and bury him under the patio?
Well, not quite. So, Katie's not expecting you then?
No, it's all been a bit last minute, really. I've run away from my husband.
Owen? Why?
Well, I mean, sometimes it just gets a bit much, Mick. I mean, you know, you've just got to get out.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, sometimes. Well, enough's enough, isn't it? I mean, you know, and I've got her to think about now.
Yeah, right. Well, better go look for your Katie.
Hey, where's your wife? Josie, wasn't it? Oh, she's a good laugh, eh, Josie?
I admit I should have been upfront about everything from the start, but it's not that easy. I mean, it's unfair. Patricia and I were doing fine. The business was on the up and up. And now I set to lose everything just because I stopped to ask directions on the way to that stupid interview. I mean, what am I going to do? No one, apart from you and Susanna, actually believes me. So what chance have I got against a bench full of bigoted magistrates?
Listen, Max. All you have to do is to tell them what you've told me. They'll believe you.
But what if they don't?
For the moment, please try and stay calm and confident.
I just wish I had Patricia behind me.
All right, Bing. Recognise this one?
Good Lord, it's Sammy Rogers, isn't it? How are you?
Oh, yeah.
She's looking for their Katie.
Oh, Katie's out at the moment, but if you'd like to come in, I'm sure she won't be long.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Crosby.
Bing, she's left her husband. I'll see you later.
Right.
Oh, God. Max Farnham. Best looking fella on the close.
Right, I'll catch you later, David.
We'll stay and have another coffee.
No, I've got to go.
Well, would you care for one?
How do you feel, love?
I think I've just done 15 rounds with Chris Eubank.
Do you want me to call a doctor? You feel as if you've got a bit of a temperature?
No, I'll be all right. Just need to rest, love. Hardly slept out there. Oh, should have seen our Lindsay. Here's me moaning on, and she looked as if she hadn't slept since the day she was arrested.
I told you how bad it was in that prison, didn't I?
I know, love, but I didn't realise. Couldn't imagine it. The filth. Stink. Oh, what she's going through. She's desperate to see Carly, you know. I gave her those photos and... She was dead upset. Then when it came to say goodbye...
At least they've got a lawyer now.
Oh, love, he's a shyster. Could see it in his eyes when I gave him the money. He'll take the cash, but he won't do a bloody thing. Oh, Lindsay's rotting away in that place, and he'll do the bare minimum. All that fat little gets interested in is hard currency. We're talking.
I thought you might want this. Chicken soup. It's your favourite.
Get out. I wish to God you knew what you've done to my daughter. It should be you banged up out there. Scared to death. Worried sick. Living in muck. With strangers you can't even speak to. I could kill you for what you've done. Get out!
I'm sorry, I didn't...
Get out of here!
Have you seen them?
Over a week out there, and we only managed to see them twice.
There you go.
It's hard off.
So how is he then?
Well, he's all right, but Lindsay's in a bit of a state. She's fretting over the little one.
Is Michael getting enough to eat?
Well, we've left money with the consul to pay for proper meals for them.
But how about lawyers? Did you say any?
It's impossible. All the lawyers say they can speak English, but everybody we spoke to couldn't even string a sentence together. It's the same wherever you go. Unless you speak the lingo, you're knackered.
You mean they haven't got a lawyer?
Oh, we have now. £5,000 he's took off us. And we still haven't been able to work out how long that's going to last.
5,000?
I don't know where Corkill got the money, but he paid it in cash.
Oh, I can imagine. So these lawyers, have they seen Mike and Lindsay yet?
Well, they've left us with the impression that they're going to see him later this week. But I'm not waiting around for that. The only person I got any sense out of was this junior official at the embassy. He reckons that we should get our local MP on the case, so that's what I'm going to do. I think Bing Crosby met him when he was involved with the Jordashes, so I'll go and get his number.
Hey, not till you've had some good food down here, you won't.
Bev, love, I just want to get on with things. Up to now, it's just been one big failure.
Hey, be soft. You did your best.
Only that stupid get cork ill and gone eating all kinds of foreign food. He held us back.
You can't blame Jimmy for getting ill.
You shouldn't have gone with him in the first place.
Right, I'll get you some food.
I'll do that.
Now you talk to Ron.
Dee, I'm sorry I couldn't bring them back for you, love. Look, I'll keep in touch and I'll ring you the minute I hear anything, OK? Thanks for coming.
Oh, I'm not going home. I'm stopping here until there's news of our Mike.
There's no need for that.
It's very good of you, love. You're more than welcome.
Thanks.
She invited herself, you know. She won't go home now.
Yeah, well, you can see why, can't you? Look, I don't want you two falling out, love. That's not going to help anyone. Is she really worried?
She's been going to church a lot.
I haven't got the heart to tell her what our Michael's really like. He's like one of them fellas in a Jap prison camp. He's just skin and bone. And you can tell he's terrified of what might happen. Just hope he doesn't crack up.
Of course.
Oh, Mike.
Listen, let's just keep this to ourselves, OK?
Mick Johnson mentioned that you'd left your husband.
I had to. I mean, he made our lives hell.
I see.
I mean, I can take it, but it's this little one.
Oh, you mean he... Ron, old son, how are you? Beverly said you weren't well.
Bit of a misunderstanding, that Bing. It was that deadbeat corker who got food poisoning.
Oh, how's Michael?
He's bearing up. Listen, I want to get the local MP involved. Now, you know him, don't you?
James Payne?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. I've got his number somewhere. Come in for a minute.
Cheers, mate. Hello, Sammy, love.
Oh, hi, Mr. Dixon.
How are you?
I've left Owen. I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm doing Ron a rich veggie broth for his tea. Shouldn't I be doing that?
I thought you want to open up the shop. You always go on how important it is.
I want to seem settled and comfortable. I should be resting, not gabbing with Bing Crosby.
Hiya, Katie. Come on in.
Oh, yeah. I knocked before, but there was no answer and the shop was shut. Hello, Mrs. Dixon.
Hi, Katie.
We had to pick Ron up from the airport.
Oh, does that mean Mike's home?
Not yet, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, how is he? Is he okay?
Well, Ron said he's all right.
Anyway, I just called round to give you this. Bit of a thank you for looking after me lately.
For me? Yes, thanks.
Well, it's not much. It's from your shop. I don't think it's one of the broken ones.
That's really good of you, Katie. Thanks very much.
Anyway, I'll get off. Thanks again, Bev.
That's all right. Oh, see you soon.
See you later.
Take care. Bye.
Yes, look at that, eh? Who said I shouldn't have done it? I sold my exam and got my money back.
Well, I still wouldn't have Ron if I were you.
Hi. Any more of them for me?
Sorry, it's for Mike's fund, isn't it, Bev?
Oh, it's very nice of you, love. Thanks.
You're doing very well with your collection, aren't you, Beverly?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing? Go and get some rest.
I'm ringing this MP. Get things moving. Should have done this in the first place instead of flying halfway round the world with that no-mark corkle. Spending money on planes and hotels. Gotta do something positive. Oh, no, I don't believe it. Flaming answer phone.
Try again later.
Will you go and get some rest?
No. I'm gonna write to him. Tell him the story from day one.
Have you been drinking?
No.
And what are you talking about? You've left Owen.
I couldn't stand it anymore.
Stand what?
I was worried about Louise. I mean, you don't know what his temper's like.
He wouldn't lay a finger on her. You know he wouldn't.
Look, I just wanted to ask if I could stay here tonight. Honestly, Katie, I mean, you don't know what it's been like. It's been hell.
Well, we are a bit short of space here, actually.
Are you sure you're telling me everything about you and Owen?
You don't know what I've been through lately. Look, can I ever lie down? I'm so tired.
You have been drinking, haven't you?
No.
Have you really left him?
I had to.
Well, we're not doing so bad, are we? Do you fancy giving us an hand in the conservatory? Yeah, OK. Oh.
Letter for Mrs. Banks.
You want me to sign for it?
Please.
Thanks. What's that?
Oh, it's just another one of them flaming letters.
Aren't you going to open it? Could be from your solicitor. The hospital might have upped its offer from 3,000.
No, Michelle said she'd ring as soon as she's heard. It's only rubbish.
They don't usually send rubbish by registered post, though, do they?
Can't you leave this till tomorrow when you're not so jet-lagged?
No, I need to get it done. How do you address an MP? Is it your honour or what? Or your honourable member, something like that?
How about dear Mr. Payne?
Come in, Dee.
Sorry to bother you. Can I just use your phone for 5 minutes?
Yeah, of course, love. Help yourself.
Ringing Tom the Woolly back, are we? Hey, I forgot to tell you. She's got a fella.
Oh, why?
Yeah, well, the Pope's celibate, so she's gone for the next best thing. A deacon or something in this church in Bolton.
Oh, right.
But it might get serious, mightn't it? She might want to marry him.
Give it a chance, love.
Well, if she does, she'll have to get divorced from you, won't she? And that means me and you can get married. It's perfect, isn't it? Thought you'd be made up.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased that she's met someone, but... Well, I've got more important things to worry about at the moment.
What are you doing?
There's something wrong here, Rose. You don't chuck away registered letters. What's going on?
No, I've told you, it's junk.
Are you going to open it or shall I? Go on. What is it?
It's just more rubbish off the building society.
Well, come off it, Rose. I'm not stupid. Rosie, you're 6 months in arrears. What's going on?
I didn't like opening any of them. I couldn't. Please, Mo, don't tell Eddie.
You'll have to tell him.
Oh, look, I can't.
You've got no choice. What's that one?
I don't know what I'm going to do, Mo.
Oh, my God. It's about the mortgage arrears. It's an eviction notice. You've got 14 days to get out.
Someone looks smart.
Yeah.
Special occasion, is it?
Yes, a funeral, actually.
Oh, I am sorry. Someone close, is it?
Yeah, well, it's an old friend, somebody from the round table. Julia, have you seen David?
No, look, I'm sorry, I haven't. I've been very busy this morning. See you, love. Ta-ra.
Why has it all gone quiet now? Talking about me again, are you?
Actually, I was just about to get off. Leave you both to it, eh?
Yeah, right. Ta-ra, Mo.
Yeah, see you, Mum.
I'll see myself out. Ta-ra.
Right. Better crack on with the decorating. Thought you might have made a start here, love.
Yeah, well, I would have, but, well, Mo was on for a gab.
All right. Any news from the solicitor?
No, not yet. Eddie, I need to talk to you.
What about?
You better sit down. Oh, God, I don't know how to say this. The thing is, I've made a stupid mistake. I mean, really stupid. We're behind on our mortgage repayments.
Behind? We can't be.
I haven't been paying it. I was using it for gambling. I thought I could pay it back. I kept trying to.
Well, how many months are we talking? 2? 3?
It's a bit worse than that.
How much worse?
Oh, Dave! Max has been looking for you. Oh, it's a sad day for him, isn't it?
He told you about it?
Of course he did. He's very upset. Do you think he'll be all right? You look very peaky.
Well, hopefully they won't drag it out too much.
They do tend to drag on sometimes, don't they?
At least he's got a decent solicitor.
Solicitor? What's he want one of them for?
Well, he'd be taking a bit of a risk trying to defend himself on his own, wouldn't he? Some of these lawyers can run rings round you. Look what happened to the Jordashes.
Oh, of course, it's today. So, are you not going with him then, Dave?
No, I'm not.
At least he'll have your Pat there with him, eh?
Well, actually, Patricia's in France at the moment with the children, and we didn't want to interrupt their holiday unnecessarily. Anyway, must be off.
Magistrates, is it?
Yes, I believe so. Mustache.
You okay?
Oh, I feel terrible. And I'm late for work and my head is banging. Listen, Kate, you couldn't look after Louise, could you, while I'm at work?
All right, yeah.
Listen, I am sorry about just landing on you like this, you know.
Sammy, I thought all this was over.
What?
You know what? The drinking.
It is. Look, I know you probably won't believe me, well, after what happened last night, but... Well, that was the first time I've got drunk in ages, honest.
Shouldn't you give Owen a ring, let him know where you are?
No, I'll ring him later. I really don't feel like talking to him now.
What's going on between you two?
We haven't been getting on for a while. I mean, we just row about anything. And, well, after he went out, I couldn't help it, Kate. I mean, I just got myself a gin and then another and another. And, well, the next thing I knew, I was here at my little sister's. I am sorry, you know. I didn't know where else to go.
I don't know. What are you like, eh? Any time I see you is when you're in some kind of trouble.
I know. I am sorry.
Who's that?
Jill Westwood, prosecution. Enjoyed a bit of light cross-examination with her last night.
Pardon?
After dinner at her place.
What? But she's on the other side. I mean, oh, surely you're not going to...
Max, this isn't Rumpole of the Bailey.
Well, I hope you asked her to go easy on me.
Can't promise that, I'm afraid. That's who you want to go easy on you?
Why, who's that?
Chief Magistrate.
Oh, well, that's great, isn't it? Don't stand a chance now. 2 women against an alleged curb crawler.
Max, calm down. You won't do yourself any favours by getting worked up. Now, where's our star witness?
What? She isn't here yet?
Well, I can't see her. Cutting it fine.
What if she doesn't turn up? Oh, we need her here. She's got to be here.
Stop panicking.
I'm not panicking.
Look, I'll have to see if I can get an adjournment till this afternoon. She should show up by then. Wait here and stop worrying. I mean, it's just a little bit of a hiccup. Things can only get better.
Things can't get much worse.
Louis!
Thank you, God.
Hiya, Max. Are you usually come here with Dolly and Polly Sparrow when there's a good case on, but they couldn't make it today. They're gone to Real on a Chara. What an ordeal for you, eh? A funeral and a court case on the same day.
Yes, it is.
But you couldn't swap places with you, love. I'm used to courtrooms. Don't tell me you're up before misery on a monument over there.
Yes, I am actually. Why?
Belongs to the Gestapo, that one. Hasn't got a merciful bone in her body.
Sorry, Max. They'll only adjourn the case for an hour.
Terrific.
It's the best I can do.
Oh, still got another hour to wait? Might as well get a cup of tea. The canteen's upstairs, love, and I can recommend the custard slices.
Well, all we have to do now is wait and hope that Madame Sin decides to grace us with her presence.
And if she doesn't?
Well, there's no point in pretending. I'm afraid we're going to be up against it.
Eviction? What the hell did he mean, eviction? They can't throw us out of our own home just like that, out of the blue. Supposed to let you know if you fall behind on your payments. We haven't had one letter, one phone call, nothing. Well, that's it. I'm getting onto them right away. They're swindling.
Eddie, you can't.
Why not? What's all this then?
From the Building Society.
The hell is she?
God knows. But it doesn't look like she's going to grace us with her presence. It's all down to us now, Max.
Susanna, what are you doing here?
Well, I thought you could do with a bit of support.
I can't tell you how glad I am to see you. I can't remember the last time I was this nervous.
Oh, you'll be fine. Where's Patricia? Excuse me.
Oh, right. She's taken the children to France.
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure she's got everything crossed for you.
Max.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I don't get it, Rose. You haven't opened any of them. Not one. What the hell were you thinking of?
I don't know. I just thought, what's the point? They're only full of bad news. And the more they sent me, the more I didn't want to read what was inside. Then we went through our troubles. So I just stuck them away, telling myself one day I'd get round to opening them.
But that's just made things 10 times worse.
I know. I'm sorry. What are we going to do, Ed?
Well, for a start, we better say exactly what they've said.
Not guilty.
Be seated.
It's just like that law, isn't it?
Madam, this is a very straightforward case. The defendant was observed by 2 police officers to be associating with a known common prostitute, offering her money for sexual purposes, which then led to his arrest. I'd now like to call our first witness, Police Constable Winstanley, who will outline the facts of the case.
Silly old Mr. Crosby, eh? Ah, Katie. I think it's about time we had a chat, don't you?
Do you want to go and play in Auntie Katie's room, Louise? I'll be in a minute.
Look, this just isn't on, you know.
I know, Mr. Crosby, but listen, our Sammy's really sorry about last night. She was just upset because she'd had a row with Owen. She didn't have anyone else to turn to.
Katie, I understand your concern for your sister, but she can't stay here. I'm afraid it's out of the question.
But not for long, just till she finds somewhere. Please, Mr. Crosby, she's desperate. But you wouldn't see her mum and her daughter out on the streets, would you?
There just isn't any room.
You'd be doing me a favour as much as our Sammy. I mean, with me still seeing my counsellor, I'm going to need a bit of extra support, aren't I? Please, Mr. Crosby, just for a few days.
Oh, Lord. All right, just as long as it is only a few days. And I don't want any repeat of last night's performance.
You won't, I promise. Thanks, Mr. Crosby.
Police Constable Winstanley, would you tell the court what happened on the day in question?
At approximately 10:15 on the night of March the 13th, 1996, a colleague and I were patrolling the area of Wemmick Street by car when we saw the defendant, Mr. Farnham, approach Linda Connors.
When's that one from?
October.
September. This one's recorded delivery. You've even signed for stuff. Repossession order. They've had us to court and everything. Letters from their legal people, offers of counselling for our debts. God, Rose. How could you just ignore it all? Surely it didn't have to get to this stage. They've given you enough chances to do something about it.
I know. I'm sorry. Shall I make us another cuppa?
I think we're going to need something a bit stronger by the time we got through this lot.
Mr. Farnham, would you describe yourself as a happily married man?
Yes, very happy.
And would you also say that you and your wife enjoy a healthy sexual relationship?
Yes.
So, as a happily married man, you wouldn't feel the need to seek sex outside your marriage?
No.
It had to be for another reason, other than seeking sex, that you were seen talking with Miss Connors before your arrest. What was that reason?
I was trying to persuade her to go to the police and tell them the truth, that I should never have been cautioned for curb crawling. I mean, I only just stopped to ask her for directions. I was in a hurry, you see.
Why were you in such a rush the first time you encountered Miss Connors?
I was on my way to do a live radio programme and I was running late. On my way to the radio station, I took a wrong turn because of roadworks. And then I got lost, which is why I stopped to ask for directions. See, I was in a panic. I only had 10 minutes to get to the radio station.
Seems highly unlikely that a supposed curb crawler would give himself only 10 minutes to indulge in a sexual act, minutes before going on live radio. Presumably, you would have also run the risk of losing a good opportunity to promote your restaurant on this radio programme.
Yes, quite. I was going on it to do just that. Then, a few days later, I had to go down to the police station and I was cautioned for curb crawling. I couldn't believe it.
Did you object to this?
Oh, yes, very strongly. I told them I was innocent, which I was. Sounds ironic now, but I didn't want to end up in court.
So, having been cautioned, what made you go in search of Miss Connors?
Somebody pointed out that the police could have my name down on their files as some sort of sexual deviant. I was worried and angry because I was innocent, and I thought that if I could find this girl, get her to go to the police, they would have the caution lifted. I know I was taking a stupid risk at the time, but all I wanted to do was clear my name. And I wanted the truth to be told.
So, that's it then? We've lost the house.
Over my dead body.
Eddie, what are you doing?
Phoning the building society. There's got to be some way out of this.
Yeah, but they've said we've got to be out of here in 2 weeks.
We're not going anywhere. This is our house, and we're keeping it.
What's your wife's name, Mr. Farnham?
Patricia.
So what did your wife, Patricia, say when you told her about the caution?
Is this of any relevance?
Yes, we need to know exactly why Mr. Farnham accepted the caution.
You may answer.
I didn't tell her, because there was nothing to tell. I was innocent, and if I had told her, she would have only worried on my behalf. So, rather than both of us worrying...
She could have offered you her support. I mean, she's here today to support you, isn't she?
This has nothing to do with Mr. Farnham accepting the caution.
Is she?
Actually, she's taking the children to France.
Your worships, this has no relevance at all.
Could you get to the point?
Sorry. So the reason you didn't tell your wife about the caution was because you didn't want to upset her.
Yeah.
It didn't cross your mind that she might not believe you.
No, I was certain that she'd believe me. It's just,
Well, if you're so certain, why didn't you just tell her?
Well, when I say certain, I couldn't be 100% certain. Who can?
Perhaps the reason you couldn't be certain was because your wife didn't trust you, because she knew that you were capable of going to a prostitute for sex. No wonder she's not here to support you.
No, that's not true.
And it wasn't the first time you'd gone out looking for sex?
No, I was not looking for sex.
That's why you lied to your wife, and that's why you're lying to us now.
I'm not lying.
Not to spare her feelings, but to spare your own shame, because you didn't want her to find out that you're an habitual user of prostitutes.
I am not. You've got to believe me.
But how can we believe you, Mr. Farnham, when your own wife so obviously doesn't?
So that's it then? Well, it doesn't seem much point anymore, does there? Why don't you take the shirt off me back as well?
What did they say?
It's not our house anymore. It's theirs, the building society's. The bottom line is we've got to find the arrears straight away, and then we might be able to sort something out.
How much is it exactly?
3,000, give or take a couple of quid. The endowment premiums haven't been getting paid either, so they've transferred ours to a standard mortgage. It's not that that makes any difference to us now.
Well, can they do that?
Well, they've done it, haven't they? The good news is they surrendered our insurance policy when it lapsed to try and clear a bit of the arrears, but it wasn't much.
So we need to find £3,000.
Exactly. If we don't find the arrears, we're out, and then the house is resold. And if it's resold at a loss, we're liable for the difference. And they said we won't get another mortgage or any other loan for that matter because we're classed as bad debtors, so that's out.
We could try a loan company.
Don't even think about it.
Well, what are we going to do?
What about that money from the settlement with the Aussie?
I'm not going to accept that. It's only £3,000.
That's all we need.
But Michelle said the hospital might offer more if I hold out.
That money will keep a roof over our head, Rose. We're about to be thrown out in the streets, love.
I'd rather be on the streets than let that hospital get away with paying that pittance. So they don't have to apologise or admit what they did to me was wrong.
But how do you know they're going to offer you more?
Michelle reckons they're bound to if I hold out long enough.
We haven't got the time, love.
I can't accept that 3,000. That'd be letting them get away with it so they could do it to someone else. All I know is whatever they offer, it's never going to be enough. I'm sorry, Eddie.
Stop saying sorry, will you? It's too late for sorry. We've got to try and find some way out of this.
But they've said there's nothing...
We're not giving up. There's got to be something we can do.
So having been seen curb crawling and subsequently cautioned, you still decided to take the risk of associating with Miss Connors again. You must have been a desperate man. Well, were you desperate?
I was desperate enough for her to go to the police and tell the truth, yes.
Or desperate to have sex with her. So desperate that you upped your cash offer from £50 to £100.
I keep telling you, I didn't want to have sex with her.
Mr. Farnham, would you consider yourself to be a reasonably intelligent man?
Yes, I suppose so.
Then as a man of reasonable intelligence, don't you think you acted rather stupidly in seeking this woman out again?
Yes, it was stupid of me. And if I'd have known that it would have come to this, then I would never have gone out to try and find her. I made a mistake. That's all.
The only mistake you made, Mr. Farnham, was getting caught.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Bye. She's, aid from the hospital. They've upped the offer to 15,000.
15? Well, that's it, then we're in the clear. We can pay off all the arrears and still be left with a bit of breathing space.
They've advised us to hold out for more.
You what?
I'm not letting them get off that easy. If this goes to court, we'd be after 30. Look, they've already upped the offer from 3 to 15. They might up it again.
But what if they don't? What if it's their final offer?
But they're scared, aren't they? They don't want it to go to court. It's obvious.
But if we don't accept the settlement and it does go to court next month, we could lose everything. What do we do then?
But we've come this far.
Just can't win at the moment. It's funny, isn't it? Gambling got us into this mess, and now we've ended up gambling on the hospital to up the damages just to keep the house.
The state of there. No shame.
Miss Connors, did Mr. Farnham offer you money for sex?
I've already told you. No. He was asking me to go to the busies with him.
I should have thought the police would be the last people you'd want to see. Unless, of course, you have a good relationship with them.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
So you wouldn't even entertain the idea of going to the police as a favour for someone?
Not really, no.
So when Mr. Farnham supposedly asked you to do just that, you couldn't believe he'd think you'd be that stupid?
Well, no.
If I were you, I don't think I would either. But then maybe that's more to do with the fact that Mr. Farnham wouldn't be that stupid. Because he didn't ask you to go to the police, did he? What he actually asked you was, were you available for sex? And he even offered you up to £100 because he was so desperate to have sex with you.
I keep telling you, he never said he wanted sex.
I do sympathise with you, you know, Linda. Of course, you can't admit that he offered you money for sex because you're worried about incriminating yourself. I'm sure you'd say you're always the one to be punished, never the man.
Tell me about it.
Which is why you're forced into lying for him now. So, unfortunately, and please don't take this personally, you're not the most reliable of witnesses, are you? Therefore, we only have the word of Mr. Farnham, who had already accepted a caution for curb crawling. No further questions?
Thank you. Having heard all the evidence in this case, we will now retire to consider our decision.
All rise.
Well, that's it then. I'm finished.
Come on, Max. Don't give up.
I don't want to be the voice of doom, love, but I think he's had it.
Right, two things. First, can you sign that?
What is it?
It's a petition for Michael and Lindsay. Get up as much public support for them as we can. Bing reckons if we can get enough signatures on it, it might just persuade this MP fella to help us.
That's right.
And the second thing is, I've had a letter off him.
With the MP?
Yeah, this James Payne. We can see him at 12 today. So you know the score, Jimmy. Make sure that no Mark Gary comes with us.
Don't worry, he'll be there.
Once he's admitted to planting the drugs on Mike and Lindsay, this Payne fella can start the ball rolling to get them out. Then, if there's any justice, they'll pack that Gary off to Thailand to rot in a cell. Instead of our Michael.
Max? Max?
All right.
Oh, David. Max, where on earth have you been? I was ringing you all last night to find out how you got on at court.
Well, actually, David, I went out and got drunk. Very drunk.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I feared the worst when I couldn't get hold of you.
David?
It's absolutely outrageous. I don't know what the British judicial system's coming to. I really don't.
I was found not guilty.
Not guilty? Really?
Believe it or not, and most people round here chose not to, I'm innocent.
All right, Maxie. Here you got off for that curb crawling yesterday.
Oh, well, it's nice to know that good news around here travels fast.
Doesn't travel very fast in my direction.
Yeah, well, anyway, I won't keep you. Would you just stick your autograph on that for us, please?
What's this?
It's a petition for our Mike and Lindsay, just to show that they've good character and all that. You know, it was Bing's idea.
Yes, it was. Just hope it does some good.
Who's this being presented to?
The Thai government, the Foreign Office, the papers. When we've got enough signatures, like, so if you'll just do the honours.
Ron, I don't think I can.
Why not?
Well, if it was just for your Mike, then of course, but, I don't know this Lindsay girl, but what I do know is she's a cork-killer, and that speaks for itself. I'm sorry, Ron.
All right. I see. It's only the middle class is innocent of committing crimes, is it?
I was innocent.
Yeah, well, so is my son, pal.
That was a tad strong, wasn't it?
Don't you start as well.
Sorry, David. I'm just not in the mood. Patricia didn't even bother to ring.
How do you know? You weren't here last night.
Well, she could have left a message on the answer phone. You'd think she'd want to know that I was acquitted, wouldn't you? Perhaps she doesn't care what the courts think, eh?
Have we got last night's echo?
I think so. Why?
Right, have a look through it. See how much three-bedroomed houses are going for around here.
Well, where are you going?
To see how much Sinbad sold number 10 for. Maybe we can do a deal with the Building Society, get them to reduce the price of the house, then we can renegotiate the mortgage or something.
They're never going to agree to that, are they?
Rose, we've got to try everything, love. See ya.
I'm just worried about your dad overdoing it again. Going all over the place with this petition. Does not get worked up.
Oh, I think I must take after him.
Why? Who's winding you up?
Oh, Sammy Rogers or whatever she's called now. I mean, you can't move in that bungalow there and her daughter there. And she keeps palming her kid off on Katie.
That's not on there. I mean, Katie mightn't even be up to it.
Yeah, well, she seems all right. She's still seeing that counsellor. But she could just do without Sammy putting on her all the time.
Typical of Sammy, though, isn't it? She's always been like that. She never goes to see Arlene, her own stepmother. You think she'd make more of an effort after what happened to her dad?
Yeah. I reckon she's only interested in looking after number one. Mind you, she has offered to buy us all a drink tonight. She's probably just trying to creep around us.
Where are you going?
Only the Luz.
Oh, can I come? I'll bring Peter. Go on, we haven't been out in ages.
Well, shouldn't you stay with me dad in case there's any news about our Mike?
It's only one night. I could do with the break. Go on, we'll have a laugh.
Yeah, OK. I don't see why not. Haven't you got any more banana milkshakes left?
Wasn't there any there? I'll go and check in the back. Hey, you heard Max Farnham got off with that in court? I reckon he must have bribed the judge. And from what Julia Brogan tells me, his ex-wife turned up, but there was no sign of Pat. Apparently she's done a runner to France. There's defo something funny going on there. I mean, I'd put money on it. Oh, hello, Max.
Doesn't really matter to you that I was found not guilty, does it? You'll still spread your stupid little rumours around because that's all you're good at. What sad little lives you lead.
You watching your Nana trying to make herself look beautiful, eh?
Why didn't you put your blue suit on?
Because if I put my blue suit on, you would have said, why haven't you put your grey suit on, wouldn't you?
Funny.
Do you really think going to see this MP will do our Lindsay any good?
Well, Ron Dicko reckons it's worth a try. I mean, anything's worth a go, isn't it?
Where's Soft Lad?
In the bog, again. Reckons he's not well.
You haven't given him this bug you got in Thailand, have you?
It isn't a bug, I told you. It was a dodgy curry, that.
You never know, do you? It might have been a bug.
Jackie, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just trying to get out of coming to see this MP with us.
I feel dead rough, you know.
Rearrange these words. Swinging, lead, the.
I'm not putting it on, Jimmy, honest. I'm not well. Can't we go another day?
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? You sit round on your fat backside while your poor wife's in prison in some foreign land. Well, it might be a few days waiting for you, pal, but a few days seem like weeks to that poor girl of ours. So you're coming whether you like it or not, and that's an end to it. Anyway, the taxi's here now, so you can't get out of it. So come on, move it! Aye, go on. Putting it a bit fine, aren't you?
They'll follow you down, OK. I just want to get a few more names on my petition.
All right.
Oh, good, you're both in. What a stroke of luck. I just wanted you to sign this, if you would. It's for our Michael and Lindsay Corkill. Thought I'd get a bit of support behind them.
Haven't got many signatures, have you?
No, well, most people were out when I called round, you see. There you are.
Hang on, Rosie. I don't think we should sign it.
Hey?
Look, your Mike's a decent enough lad, Ron, but, well, she is Jimmy Corkill's daughter, isn't she?
You know, hang on, Eddie.
And the police didn't raid the house for nothing, did they?
Yeah, Eddie's right. There's always trouble when there's a Corkill involved. Sorry, Ron.
But she's innocent. Her and our Michael. They're both being blamed for something that they didn't even do.
Sorry, Ron.
Don't you care about anybody else?
We've got enough problems of our own, thanks.
The only problem you've got is that you couldn't give a damn about anybody but yourselves. You selfish pair of...
Hiya, Sammy. Haven't seen you for ages. You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, have you met our star hairdresser, Peter? No. Peter, Sammy, Sammy, Peter. So.
Hiya.
Yeah, well, could do something with that. I like a challenge.
Well, I might let you if you're good. He says that to all the girls. I am coming out with you tonight. Jackie asked me. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course it is.
And can Peter come? He's a good laugh.
It was supposed to be just a girls' night out.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, OK then.
Listen, I'll have to go. I'll see you tonight. Bye, Peter. Nice to meet you.
See you, Tra.
Wow.
Oh, shut it, will you? Look at that old woman, you. You haven't stopped since we left the house.
I'm in agony. I need the bark.
Again?
He does look in a bad way, Jim.
Yeah, well, it's his own fault, isn't it? It serves him right. Is this him?
Oh, I think so. Hey, I knew him from somewhere.
Well, he's probably seen him on the telly.
No, I know him. Oh, my God.
What?
Jimmy, I know who he is. He's that stuck-up politician who had to go out on that telly show, you know, when we were doing the campaign for the Jordashes. Jimmy, it's him. What if he recognises me and might throw us out?
Mr. and Mrs. Dixon.
Corkill. The Dickos, Ron and Bev, they're on the way.
Right. Would you like to come this way?
Yeah, sure. Come on, you.
Hey, I'm not messing. I need the bark.
Right, I'm coming with you.
Hey, listen, let him go. He's in agony, and I don't fancy being left on my own with him.
I am not letting him out of my sight.
Hurry up, then.
Come on.
Sorry about that. They won't be a minute, you know, just calling nature.
All right. Sorry, do I know you from somewhere?
I don't think so, no. I must have one of them faces, you know. In here, is it?
Yes.
Jimmy, I don't need you to hold my hand, or anything else for that matter.
You're not to be trusted, you.
Look, all I'm doing is going to the carsy.
Well, just hurry up then, will you?
Do my best.
Okay. Did you find Sinbad?
He reckons he let it go dead cheap. Corkill only paid 45 grand for it. But I was hoping it was even less. Then maybe we could convince the building society to accept less for this place.
Well, most of the 3 bedrooms here are between 40 and 45. So, without a mortgage, we're still going to have to find nearly 20,000 from somewhere, aren't we?
Unless we can persuade the building society to knock down the price of the house. Even if it was only 10 grand, it'd help, wouldn't it?
They're not going to agree to that, are they?
It's worth a try, though. Let's face it, Rose. If we don't come up with the arrears right away, that's the only hope we've got left of keeping this place.
Come on, sunshine.
All right, OK.
Flaming Eddie Banks, who's he think he is? It's not so long ago his lad was in Borstal for joyriding.
Oh, calm down, eh?
All right.
Where's the other fella?
In the park. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on him. Jackie's gone through. We'll be with you in a sec.
Come on, love.
Hurry up, will you? What the hell are you doing in there? You little...
And they've been there weeks.
They couldn't be in a worse place.
It's a living hell.
So that's why we brought this Gary along, to help get them out.
Hold on. Can we just backtrack? Who is this Gary that we're talking about?
Me son-in-law.
Lindsay's husband.
Yeah, he's the one who planted the drugs on my son and Mrs. Corkill's daughter. They were picked up at Bangkok airport, and now they're in jail over there.
Gary's admitted planting the drugs.
Yeah, he's been down the police station and made a statement and everything.
What exactly did he say in the statement?
Well, he'd be able to tell you himself if he ever gets in here.
I can't find him.
Who?
Gary. He's done a runner. He was on the boat, didn't I?
Will you calm down, please, for once?
Just please try and...
You realise you cocked everything up again, don't you?
Oh, am I to know? I'd be to blame.
Well, all you have to do is watch him, but...
The lad's got a dicky story.
Will you just shut your guns for 1 minute?
Now I remember you. You were on the chat show with Michael Parkinson. Yes, I seem to remember you didn't have much trouble making yourself heard then, either.
Yeah, well, maybe I did get a bit carried away.
Oh, I thought you were rather good, actually. I didn't agree with what you were saying, but I enjoyed the debate. Now, if everyone would like to sit down, and just one person, please tell me what this is all about. So, between you, you have a son and a daughter held in a prison in Thailand because this Gary character has planted drugs on them. Why would he do that?
Revenge. Our Lindsay, Gary's wife, well, things didn't work out between them. And Lindsay got to know Ron's son, Mike, and they started seeing each other. Gary had it in for them.
You see, they were on their way to Australia to start a new life together. Michael, Lindsay, and Lindsay's little girl, Kylie.
Only they got stopped at Bangkok airport, and that's when they found the drugs on them. They knew nothing about it.
I'm not exactly sure what it is you want me to do, to be honest.
Well, we hoped that you could speak to the authorities on our behalf. You know, the bigwigs and all that. We have tried, but we just keep hitting brick walls everywhere we turn.
And we thought, you know, with you being our MP, well, you'd have more clout.
Yeah, because that's what you're good at, isn't it? You know, talking to people high up. And I'm sure you could do a much better job than any of us. I mean, that's what you're really here for, isn't it? To help people.
Please. You're our only hope.
Well, what if the allegations against your son and daughter prove to be true? I'd be defending a pair of drug smugglers. I'm afraid I need to know a lot more than you've told me if I'm to agree to help you.
What do you need to know?
Well, first of all, how did your son-in-law come to be involved in drugs?
Well, if you're going to help us...
Jimmy.
No, love. He needs to know the truth.
Thanks. Yeah, I will. Right, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, bye.
Michelle?
Yeah. They've heard from the hospital trust. They've upped the settlement to 25,000. And that's it, though. They've told Michelle that's their final offer. I was hoping we might get at least 30.
So, what did you tell Michelle? You'll accept it?
Well, I said we'd think about it. Got me head swimming with all this.
But if it's their final offer, love, then surely you've got to accept it. There's nothing else we can do, is there? If you don't accept it and we go to court...
I know we might end up with nothing.
We can't risk it, love.
I don't know what else to do, Eddie. I really don't.
When I'd been on the stuff, I thought I couldn't get any lower. Until I became a dealer. It was me that started Gary dealing drugs. He thought it was just a big game. But I knew that selling the stuff was going to destroy people's lives. I tried to get out, make a new start. So I stopped dealing. Wanted to be able to look in the mirror and not despise what I saw. So I know I'm the one responsible for what's happening to my daughter now. If I hadn't let Gary start dealing, she'd be in Australia, enjoying a new life now, with Mike and my granddaughter. And I know you're all sitting there thinking I don't deserve to be here now. Should have locked me up and thrown the key away years ago. But I just want to try and do something right for once in my life, something good. And I know it's asking a lot, but just want you to give me a chance to prove it to you. Like my Jackie has here. Do you think if I didn't mean that, I wouldn't have told you what I've just told you now?
No, I don't think you would. Thank you for being so honest with me.
So, do you reckon you'd be able to help us then, Mr. Payne?
Because you've been so honest with me, I think it's only fair that I'm honest with you. Without this Gary character, it will be difficult.
I'll get him. Don't worry about that.
And like I said, he did tell the police weeks ago that he planted the drugs.
The fact that he has already made a statement does help. I do still need to speak to him.
What happens then?
I'll get in touch with the Foreign Secretary and the Thai Ambassador in London.
Well, that should do some good.
I think we should all be realistic. Certainly, I'll do my best to try and help you. But as I'm sure you're aware, Thailand has a very severe drugs policy. And in the end, whether Mike and Lindsay are returned depends very much on the Thai government.
You're supposed to be in bed, young lady. Oh, I think you'll find that's a bit complicated for you. How about a game of snakes and ladders instead? Oh, all right then. Though you might find you're a little bit young for chess, Poppet.
David?
Patricia, what are you doing here?
I live here. I got a flight back today. Thomas and Alice are asleep upstairs. I made us something to eat. I don't know if you're hungry.
Well, why didn't you ring? I've been trying to contact you all day.
I thought I'd surprise you.
Have you heard?
Yeah. Congratulations, Max.
Oh, I see. So you decided to come back once you knew that I'd been legally vindicated?
No, Max, I said off
But you
before
didn't
I'd
believe
even...
me when I needed you to, did you? Couldn't support me on the worst day of my life. Well, all I can say is thank God for Susanna. She believed me and she was there for me in court.
Susanna went to the court?
Yeah, she did. And before you ask, I don't know whether I would have got through it without her. Nice to have someone on your side. Almost forgotten what it feels like. You have yours. I'm going for a bath.
Right. Come on, Peter. Let's have another tequila slamming.
Anyone would think you were trying to take advantage of me?
I know, would I do that? Oh, come on. Let's just have one more. But you know, it makes sense.
You're off your head. You and your Katie like chalk and cheese. Go on then, one more and that's me lot. I'll be on me back. With any luck.
Hey, your Sammy can't half nothing back, can't she? But how many gins did she have at the pub?
I can't remember.
Even my mate Janice would have trouble keeping up with her.
She better not have any more to drink. Bingo throws out the house.
Here we are. This should help you get to sleep soon. It's always difficult trying to nod off in a strange house. Well, hopefully your mummy won't be too long. Still, we're having a good game of chess, aren't we?
Yes. Check.
Good Lord. You got me checkmate.
Max? Max? Why have you locked the door, Max? Max, I want to talk to you.
I think I prefer her when she's sober.
How many has she had?
I've lost count.
Hey, stupid dickhead, you just spilled me drink. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Sammy, it's okay. He's only spilt a drop.
Is she always like this when she's out? No, I don't know what's going into her. About 20 tequilas by the looks of it.
Why did you lock the bathroom door? You never lock it.
I was having a bath. Maybe I didn't want you to see the love bites that I was hiding from you.
What?
Oh, and before you ask, I'm putting this on because I think it smells nice. Not because I'm trying to attract members of the opposite sex.
Max, what are you going on about?
I'm going on about trust, Patricia. That's what this is all about. I'm sick to death of you never believing me.
Max, I want to believe you, but you make it so difficult. I really need to know
I
that
needed you in court. I mean, how do you think it looked? My own wife not even there to support me. I certainly didn't go unnoticed by the prosecution. You obviously, you weren't bothered what happened to me.
Now, you know that's not true. Max, where are you going?
Somewhere I'd be trusted would be nice.
But you can't just walk out like this without saying where you're going or when you're coming back.
Oh, why not? You didn't tell me when you were coming back from France. For all I know, you could have gone away forever.
Max, please stop. Why are you doing this?
I've told you! Because of the way you've treated me. I mean, how do you think it makes me feel? Knowing that my own wife can't even trust me. So until you can trust me, I'd rather be on my own.
I've brought you some coffee.
Ah. Thanks, darling.
My pleasure, darling.
Susanna, I'm sorry, I thought...
It's quite all right, Max. Your coffee.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly, mate, they're just two innocent kids. They've never done anything wrong. But look, they're innocent, honestly. I've got to get as many names as I can on a petition to get them home. It'll only take you a second. Well, thanks a lot for your support. Visible house, so-and-so. This is a waste of time, love. Nobody's interested.
Just give her a chance, eh? You've only been here half an hour. Maybe we should try a little less of the hard sell.
Yeah, but you think it was a petition to get Graham Taylor back or something?
They are. What do you reckon?
Very nice. What is it?
Well, it's Tie Yellow Ribbon. Haven't you heard the song?
Yes, of course I've heard the song. They've been murdering it every night down the Legion for the last 20 years, haven't they? Haven't heard the song, but I still can't see what good that's going to do our Michael.
Well, it's what the Americans do when they're waiting for the loved ones to come home. I mean, you know, hostages, prisoners of war and that.
Yeah, I know all that.
Well, it's symbolic. It reminds everyone about Mike.
Oh, great. Our Michael's rotting in jail and you're doing daft things with ribbons.
Hold your horses. It's not just for show, you know. People will see this ribbon and they'll ask me about it and I'll be able to tell them what it's for.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then I can get them to sign your petition.
Do you reckon?
Yes, I reckon.
Aye, what's all this about?
It's a yellow ribbon that's staying up till Mike gets back.
Oh, yellow ribbon like in the song, eh?
Yeah, except we couldn't get an old oak tree, so we got to make do with this instead.
Well, I think it's a nice touch, that.
I thought we might have a little chat.
What about?
Well, you know, our situation.
What situation?
You've left Patricia, and me and Dill, well, Amicable as it was, we're finished, and he wants his place back. You and me, we both need somewhere to live, so I thought, why not?
Why not what?
You, me, and the kids. We could get a place together.
Susanna, whoa.
Max, it makes perfect sense. We could share the bills and the rent.
Susanna, slow down.
But I thought... I mean, you coming here?
Susanna, I'm only here because I left Patricia and I had nowhere else to go. No other reason. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong idea, but this isn't about us. It's about me and Patricia. I'm really sorry. But it's all I can think about at the moment.
Yes. Well, of course.
Well, I think it's best if I find a hotel for tonight.
Out of the question. Just because I got the wrong end of the stick, you're welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Well, if you're sure.
I'm positive.
Great. Oh, well. Better get a shower.
There's some clean towels in the bathroom.
I haven't got anything on. I'm naked.
Really?
Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, it's nothing I hadn't seen already, Max.
Well, maybe nothing to you. Susanna.
Okay, okay. I'm going.
So the offer's on the table till midday?
£25,000. Accept their offer, you could have a cheque by this afternoon.
What do you think?
I don't know. Look, what are the chances of us getting any more money out of them?
Well, they say that this is their final offer, and I think they mean it.
Yeah, but if we go to court and win, I might get more. I mean, 50 grand, maybe.
And you might get a lot less. That's if you win the case.
Yeah, but there's got to be a chance I'll get more. I mean, it's got to be worth a go.
There's also a chance that you'll lose, end up with nothing. It's a real gamble, I'm afraid. A lottery. Look, I've got to get these things to my secretary, so I'll leave you alone for a moment, okay?
What do you reckon?
If there's a chance we can get any more money out of him.
But you heard what she said. We might lose everything. Let's just take the money, get it in the bank, eh?
Yeah, but if we could get 50 grand, we could buy the house outright.
Rosie, we've had enough gambling to last us a lifetime, haven't we? We've got 25 grand. Let's not throw it all away on a long shot. That money's our future.
Why are you making sarnies for your dinner when you work in a hotel?
Because the sarnies in there are crap. You have to pay for them anyway.
All right.
Oh, look at the state of you. Go and wash your hands. Go on. Your Auntie Katie's going to be looking after you today.
Since when?
Oh, sorry, Kate. You don't mind, do you?
Well, it would have been nice to be asked.
Oh, it's just this once, honest.
Once, it's going to be every day.
Oh, great. So you won't even look after your own niece now? Some auntie you are.
Don't be soft. I love being with Louise.
Yeah, well, you could have fooled me.
It's just that I've got other plans for today, that's all.
Oh, well, what am I going to do now, eh? You know I can't take you to work with me.
I'm sorry, but I've got my own life to lead, you know.
Oh, Mr. Crosby.
Oh, hello there.
Listen, you couldn't do us a favour,
Before
could
you
you?
ask, I'm sorry. I'm just on my way out.
What?
Alternative engagement, I'm afraid. I'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, well, that's it then, isn't it? Won't have to phone in sick, lose a day's pay.
All right, anything for a quiet life.
Oh, thanks, Katie, you're a star. Bye, Lou.
Patsy.
What are you doing?
Keeping out of the way of Calamity Jane there. She's on the warpath again looking for a babysitter. I drew the short straw on Friday night.
I see.
Ah, coast seems to be clear. So, my darling, how are you?
Oh, bearing up, I suppose.
Any word from Max?
Been 3 days now. God knows where he is.
Probably holed up in some hotel somewhere, missing you like mad.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Nonsense. He'll be home soon. Bunch of flowers in one hand, box of chocolates in the other.
Dad, this is more than just a tiff.
Patsy, we've all said things in anger, you know, things we didn't really mean.
No, this was different. There was real resentment, real bitterness. You know, I had no idea he felt like that.
You've both been through a lot recently, and emotions are bound to be running high. Things will settle down, believe me. He just needs a bit of time.
Dad, it'll take more than time to fix me and Max. The way I feel at the moment, it'd take a miracle.
It's a waste of time, this. I've stood here for over an hour. I've stopped everybody who's been in and out of that place, and you're still the only one who signed this petition. Look at this. Half a dozen signatures. Nobody wants to know.
Yeah, and I'm beginning to know why.
What do you mean?
Well, when they find out who that petition's for, they won't know mine.
What, you mean for our Michael?
No, not Mike, Lindsay. When they find out she's a corporal.
All right, Jimmy.
Oh, hiya.
All right. How's the old petition going?
Bit slow, to say the least.
6 names? Is that all? Gonna need more than that if we're gonna put pressure on this MP fella.
Hey, you want to be looking for that dipstick Gary, not come around here calling the shots.
I am out looking for him. What do you think I'm doing now?
Hey, hang on a minute. You're not going to do Lindsay and Mike any good arguing amongst yourselves, are you? You're supposed to be working together.
Yeah, sorry. Teamwork, eh? It's the only way we're gonna get the kids home, innit? What's the idea of all this?
What's tie yellow ribbon, you know, like in the song?
It's not a song, it's a film. John Wayne, the Duke. You know, circle of wagons and all that, like...
It's got nothing to do with John Wayne. It's Tie Yellow Ribbon by Dawn.
Dawn who?
Dawn. Remember, it was #1 for ages. The American hostages and all that.
Oh, right, yeah, nice one.
It's for Mike.
And Lindsay. Pint of milk.
Now, that's the reason you get no one to sign your petition.
Do you reckon?
Hey, hang on, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Oh, the Farnhams, the banks, none of them will sign. And why? Because Lindsay's a corker.
She's right, you know, Sinbad. They wouldn't give it the time of day.
Now, if you ask me, it'd be better just getting a petition for Mike.
And what about poor Lindsay?
What about Lindsay? Come look after your own, haven't you?
Cheers! And remember, teamwork, eh? That's the spirit.
She must be very attractive.
Sorry?
This accountant of yours.
My accountant happens to be a man.
So you spend 10 minutes in front of the mirror every morning?
We're meeting an inspector of the Inland Revenue. I want to make a good impression.
A tax inspector? Ooh, you didn't say.
Well, it's no big deal. It's just the books at the restaurant are messy and have fallen behind on the tax return.
Max, the last thing you need is the tax man on your back. You've got to stay on top of your books.
And how do I do that with my life collapsing around me?
A couple of hours a day, that's all it takes.
I haven't even got a couple of hours a week, let alone each day.
I have. I was just on my way out, actually.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, to see Ron, you know, see if he's heard anything more from that James Payne, you know, the MP we saw last week.
All right.
Oh, Ron's working dead hard, you know. He's on the phone every 10 minutes, and he's doing this petition. Mind you, Jimmy's doing his bit. He's out there looking for Gary.
Yeah, I know. I saw them before.
Oh, I'm just glad we're all supporting each other, you know. Ron and Bev have been really good, especially after everything that's happened with Jimmy. Sorry, Sid. Haven't stopped talking, have we?
Well, you're all right, Jack. It's just that, well, I don't want to poke my nose in or nothing, but I don't think you should rely on Ron and Bev so much, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, I was round at the trading post before, and I heard them talking about the petition and that, and they're thinking of having it just for their Mike and dropping Lindsay.
Yeah, should we stop here? I'll give you some bread. Thank you too. It makes the ducks come and play. There you go. You for that? For that, the ducks. Oh, there's some more. Me and your mum used to come here when we were little. We'd spend hours here in the summer. And remember the time we bought a loaf from my dad's tea? And ended up feeding a lot to the ducks. You should have seen his face when we got home. Sammy? Katie? What are you doing here? No, I'm just feeding the ducks.
Oh, yeah. You've been following me, haven't you?
You are? What are you going on about?
Don't come the innocent with me. You've known all along, haven't you?
Known what?
About me job. Well, who told you?
I don't know what you're going on about.
Was it Owen? Did he tell you? Oh. Hi, love.
Hiya. All right, Bing.
Ron, Beverly tells me you're thinking of going it alone on the campaign, abandoning the Corkyles.
Right. Well, the thing is, Bing, the petition just wasn't going too well, so, well, we thought maybe a change of tactics.
But a split at this stage would seriously undermine all your good work. Not to mention damaging your credibility with the MP, James Payne.
Yeah, well, just at this moment, we don't seem to have any credibility with Mr. Payne. He doesn't want to know us. I must have phoned him at least 10 times today, and I've been fobbed off every time by some posh bit.
Yeah, we all know why, don't we?
Hiya. Just seeing your yellow ribbons. Very nice. For your mic, are they?
Yeah, Bev's idea.
Great, aren't they? Got one on the close as well.
Nothing for our Lindsay?
Hey, look, Jackie, love.
Yeah, I know. She's a corker.
Now, come on, it isn't like that.
Save it, Aaron. I already know you want a name off the petition.
You're taking this the wrong way, you know.
Is there any other way to take it?
Face facts, Jackie. No one's signing that petition because of who Lindsay's dad is. Everyone round here knows Jimmy Corkill's past.
So you're just going to turn your backs on it?
Jackie.
Just going to leave her in that godforsaken place? An innocent girl never harmed anyone in her life?
Oh, come on, love.
Come on, steady on.
Look, Jackie, we all feel really sorry for Lindsay, but having her name on the petition, it's not doing Mike any favours. Getting him home, that's all that matters to us.
So that's it then? We just go our separate ways?
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, so am I.
Oh, hello, Michelle.
Hiya. Can I come in?
Yeah, of course you can.
Who is it? Oh, hiya, Michelle. Hope you don't mind me coming round like this.
No, I didn't think it'd be fair to keep you waiting.
What's up? Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine. Just thought that I should let you have this.
All right. So,
All day?
£25,000. I knew you'd be pleased. Well, that's the case settled. So, you can get on with your lives again now, eh?
Here, here. I'll drink to that.
You had the sack 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And you've been coming to the park every day since? Why?
Dunno. Well, I didn't have anywhere else to go, did I?
Why didn't you tell me? So, why did they sack you?
It was all the trouble I was having with Owen. It was affecting my work. I was making mistakes, turning up late.
And that was the only reason they got rid of you?
Yeah. Why? What are you getting at?
Nothing. It's just... I thought if you were that upset, you might have been on a few drinks.
God! What have you got me down as? Some sort of alky or something?
No, of course not. It's just...
Well, it's just what?
I've spoken to Owen.
You what? When?
Earlier today. I phoned him.
Oh, checking up on me, were you?
No, I just wanted to know what was going on. Every time I try and talk to you, you just change the subject.
And what did he tell you?
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
He reckons it was him who left you.
Oh, does he now?
You were drinking too much.
And you believe him before your own sister?
Well, you've been lying to me for the past week, telling me you still had a job. I mean, what am I supposed to think?
Well, yeah, all right. It was him who left me. You're happy now?
Look, I don't want an argument. I'm just worried about you. I mean, if you've been drinking too much...
God! You think I'm a real wino, don't you? Look, Katie, the only reason I was drinking was because that snide Owen was seeing someone behind me back. Well, he's gone now, hasn't he? We're finished. And I'm finished with the drinking. All right?
Right, well, could you ask him to ring me straight away, please? It's urgent. Yeah. OK, bye.
No joy?
The fellow who's dealing with us isn't there.
Oh, God.
Hey, it's all right. We'll get this sorted out, I promise you. We're not giving up this place without a fight.
But we're running out of time.
Look, we're going to be all right. We've got that 25 grand behind us now, haven't we? Maybe they'll make an exception, let us pay off the arrears. Might even give us another mortgage.
If we'd held out for 50,000, the house could have been ours. We'd never have to worry about a mortgage again.
You just worry about getting that cheque into your bank account. Leave the building society to me.
Well, you don't want to put it in the joint account?
It's made out to you, isn't it?
And you trust me, like?
Yeah, of course I do. All that gambling's behind you now, isn't it? Hey?
It's all down to me, this.
I didn't mean it to me.
Our Lindsay never had a chance. Being born a Corkhill. Having me as a owl fella. Look at me, I'm just a loser.
Right, that's enough.
I've let her down. My own daughter.
I said that's enough. I'm not having you moping around, Jimmy, feeling sorry for yourself. That's not doing Lindsay any good, is it?
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do?
We've got to find Gary, haven't we? You know what the MP said. We need Gary.
I know
Yes,
that.
well, get out there and find him then. Get all Lindsay out of that hello.
And what if I can't find him? What if he's done a proper bunk and gone abroad or something? What then, Jack?
Oh, God, love, I don't know.
Love, I'll just get this out your way now.
OK, Sarah. Did you hear much from your car, Rose?
Oh, phone call now and then, you know. Letter, if we're lucky.
Kids, eh? Still go down the bingo with your mum?
No, not really. Got a bit bored with it.
Never did see the attraction myself. Mind you, I went to the casino for the first time the other night. Terry took me and Nick, you know. Barry Grant's card, he used to be a member.
Oh, right. Do you have any luck?
Yeah, and no. Oh, you should have seen it, Rosie. It was mad.
Why? What happened?
Well, like I said, first time I'd ever been, you know. So I'm standing there, I didn't have a clue, and I'm looking around. There's a fella standing there. I thought, well, he looks like a bit of a professional gambler, you know. So I thought, well, I'll follow him. Goes on the roulette, followed him on that.
Yeah, go on.
Talk about the Midas touch. I turned me 25 quid into 500 in a matter of minutes.
You're joking.
Straight up, Rosie. Just followed him, like.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I was going to quit when I got to £1,000, so I've got me 500 quid going on one spin of the wheel. So the professional goes red. I'm about to do the same, and I've got Mick buzzing in my ear, you know. Come on, Sinbad, mate. His luck's bound to change. So I go black.
And?
Comes up red.
Oh, God, you kidding me?
I wish I was.
Oh, I've always said you should never listen to anyone else. Follow your instincts. It's fate, like, isn't it?
25 quid, and I'm that far away from £1,000. Tell you what, I can see how people can get hooked on this gambling, like, you know. I mean, how long would it take you to save that kind of money in a bank or a building society, eh?
So, what happened to this fella?
He won. It come up red. So he picks up his winnings and marches out of the place as calm as you like.
How much did he win?
God knows. Thousands, probably. Just like that, eh? Must take some bottle, mustn't he? Anyway, Rose, thanks for the water.
Yeah, sure, love. It's not a commune. It's an arts activities centre.
Arts Activity Centre? Is that what your mother told you to say?
Don't be ridiculous.
No doubt populated by a load of dropouts and hippies, drugged up to the eyeballs on marijuana, or worse.
Dad, do you really think I'd take the children to a place like that?
Well, I would hope not. But your mother, what's she doing out there?
Enjoying herself.
Patsy, your mother knows how much her friendship with this Jane woman upsets me, yet she deliberately chooses to go and live in France with her. It doesn't take a genius to work out she's trying to tell me something.
Ooh.
Look, she and I have been drifting apart for some time, you know. I suppose we just want different things out of life, and it would appear she's found what she wants. And I'm afraid it's a million miles away from my idea of heaven on earth.
Dad, what are you saying?
Well, let's face it, there's no point in beating about the bush, is there? Our marriage is over. It's finished.
What's happening to us, eh? Me and Max. You and Mum. The whole family's falling apart.
No, Patsy, no. Listen, you and Max, that's an entirely different situation, believe me. You're still young. You've got time on your side. You can work it out.
It's gone past that.
Look, I know you've been through hell with Max's court case and everything, but now that that's over, surely you can be reconciled.
It's not about Max being found innocent, Dad. It's about trust. The one thing every marriage really needs, and I'm afraid all the trust is gone. And I don't think it'll ever come back. Dad, my marriage is in pieces, and I don't think we can put it back together again.